All right guys, so you've seen me backhand and forehand at a distance not too far, not that much power behind the throw to get there. But now I'm gonna backhand all of these into just this open field and hopefully give us a good idea, a good visual of how all these discs fly just on a good strong backhand. I'm gonna try to release them all level so that they can get true flight out of it. I'm gonna start with the entropies again, and then we're gonna go with the harps and then end up with the zones. One more harp. Okay, I decided to actually walk with you. Or bring you with me while I walk to go get these discs. Okay, so here's my feeling about these discs that I threw today. The Entropy is still the one that's most comfortable in my hand. It's got the right depth to it. The zone, in my opinion, is a little bit too shallow. It's like it's almost puddle top, flat to puddle top, which is just too shallow. And when I've got my hands in the power grip underneath that disc, they're jammed. The tips of my fingers are jammed up to it. So I'm not as comfortable holding it as I am the Entropy. So again, the Entropy is a little bit deeper than the zone, and I prefer that feeling. I feel like it allows me a better grip on the disc for sure. As far as flights, they seem very similar. So for me, it just comes down to that. Now the harp is not bad as far as the depth goes. Okay, the depth on the harp I like. It's closer to the Entropy and feel, but it's got a different shape on the rim. The Entropy and the zone have like the exact same shape. The harp has a little bit more of the indented curve in it. So it's got just a different feel in the hand. Also, that VIP plastic feels a little softer and a little less, it's like a little less of a sure release with that softer plastic. It's not bad. Again, in a putter, an approach putter, these are all so dang similar that it's gonna come down to how it feels for you. But for me, again, that Entropy, it's got the right depth, it's got the right angle on the rim. Overall, it just fits my hand better. I'm gonna show you guys, let me put my camera back on here. By the way, snap mounts are magnetic, and I've got one of these similar things hooked to the bottom of my GoPro, and I can just magnet it on, listen, magnet it on and then off as needed. All right, so as you can see, I'm gonna show you guys the rim here. This is the rim on the Entropy. So this disc is very similar to the shape of an NV as well, if you ever use an NV or putt with an NV. Trying to get that angle so you can see it just right. And then here is the Big Z zone. Let's see if I can get that just right also. And now you'll see them together. These are so dang similar. But again, to me, this Entropy has just a tiny bit more depth to it, which helps out a lot with the grip. When I'm power gripping, my fingers don't feel so jammed on the tips of my fingers as they do on this. This is much more of a shallow disc. Feels like more of a puddle top, which I'm not a huge fan of. Now we'll bring in the harp. Here's the harp. Trying to get the right angle there. As you can see, it's got a little more of the indented curve on that rim. And see how it compares to the Entropy and the Zone. The depth on this one I like. This depth feels a lot closer to the Entropy, which just personal preference though, but for me these two discs have the right depth for the grip that I want underneath it, whereas the Zone, again, it's just too flat, too low, so I'm just jammed on the tips of my fingers down here. But as you can see, again, there's the Entropy on top and the Harp on the bottom. And there's now the Harp in the middle and the Zone on the bottom. And the Entropy on the top. All right, you guys. Also, the ESP and the Big Z, those plastics, they're just different plastics, but the same feeling in the depth, in the grip. That all felt the same. Obviously, the Harps are identical discs. This disc feels really good. I like the Harp, how it feels a lot. I'm a fan of this. It's just a little softer than I was used to with the Entropy, and so I just didn't get as actually, I did have a couple consistent throws with both of these together, but they didn't go where I wanted them to go. But they were consistent with each other, so that's cool. So it's all going to come down to personal preference. That's the Entropy by MVP. That's the Harp by Westside Discs, and the Zone by Discraft. Hopefully you guys like that comparison, or just being able to see how they all fly. If you got any questions or comments, put them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions on it. And then of course, if you want any other disc, whatever your next disc reviews, you want to see how they fly out here, I've got a field. I'll bring it out here anytime you guys want and do some comparisons for you. All of these discs I've been able to purchase at roguediscs.com. I've got a link in my Instagram bio. Shop through that. That way they know that you came through me to get it. It doesn't add any cost to you. It doesn't take off any cost to you. It just tracks that it was through me that brought it to you, which I would appreciate a lot. But all these discs are available on there. You won't get better shipping anywhere else than on Rogue Discs. 2 days and I get my discs. I don't pay any premium for it, but within 2 days I get my discs. Also, the discs I've found are between $1 and $3 cheaper per disc on roguediscs.com compared to other sites. So shop there. I'd appreciate it. Again, I'm on their team, so of course I'm going to promote that, but there's a reason I wanted to be on their team. It's the shipping, it's the price, it's the disc availability, and it's their website, which is super easy to Thanks for watching. I'm Jared Blanchard, jblanch.dg on Instagram, with Team Rogue Disc Ninjas as well. So thanks a lot. Have a good one, guys. Bye.